So I was walking today, right? And I realized something. I realized that this world that we live in is so predictable. When you're the conscious, deliberate, intentional creator of your reality, then you're no longer surprised by things that are showing up in your life. You're no longer surprised why people are coming in, why situations, why circumstances, and why events are taking place in your life because you create your reality and you're doing it deliberately and you knew I've been asking for this thing. Now, the way they come about might surprise you because you'll never know the how. You'll never know the how, which is why you ask, how am I going to make $1 million? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? You don't know. You just got to know that it's going to happen. And when you know that it's going to happen. And you're not going to be surprised when it comes into your reality, but you will be surprised on the way that it shows up. But it's just so predictable because this circumstance is taking place and you're like, damn, I've been asking for this and here it is. And I'm so surprised the way it came about, but I knew and expected this thing to take place. And it's good. It's good whenever you know how to deliberately create your own reality because you understand that it's all in the mind. It all starts in the mind. And when the two, mind and soul, are combined into one single potent force, you have the ability to move mountains. All that means is whenever the two, thought and emotion, are combined and they're equivalent, they're coherent frequencies that you're transmitting, then you have the ability and the power to make physical reality adjust to your vibrational offering. It's amazing how it works. You giving your thought and attention to something right now is adding more thoughts to it, more thoughts to it, more thoughts to it. That which is like unto itself is drawn. That's the definition of law of attraction. That which is like unto itself is drawn. So when you think a thought is a frequency. It's a wave, and the more you think about it, you're collapsing it into a physical particle and you're adding more thoughts, more thoughts. You're attracting more thoughts to that thought that are similar, and it starts to get really big. And the bigger that this ball of thoughts gets, it has more magnetic pull. It has a stronger atmosphere, a more magnetic pull. And the stronger the magnetic pull becomes with the thoughts, you start attracting the people, the situations, the circumstances, the events until the desired manifestation has happened. And maybe not even desired because most people who are not creating their realities intentionally, it's still happening. The same exact things happening, they're just not conscious. They're not aware why things are happening in their life. So you have to really be conscious aware of what you're thinking because what you're thinking you're getting more of. If somebody's going throughout their day and they're giving thoughts to things that they don't want, then they're activating the vibration of the essence of that thought. They're activating the vibration of that thought, therefore, they're getting more of the shit they don't want in their life because of their attention to it. Because attention to anything grows. And law of attraction is working whether you know about it or not. So know about it. Whether you believe it or not. Believe about it. It's happening whether you believe about it or not. So just make it work for you. Make it work because it works and it's working and it's been working since you were born. Everything you have in your life, everything I have in my life, everything my family has in their life is because of the attention to the thoughts they were giving their entire life, the attention they were giving to this thing as a child, as a teenager, as a grown up. It's all coming into the reality. And before you know this information, you're like, why is this happening to me? Why is this bad stuff happening to me? Or why is this good stuff happening to me? I'm blessed. But it's happening because of your vibrational offering. It's happening because you're doing it. You're creating your reality whether you know about it or not. So whenever you do it intentionally and deliberately and on purpose, then you start to receive more of the things that you actually want while weeding out anything that you don't want because you're no longer giving attention to it. We live in an attraction-based universe, which means that attention to anything activates the vibration of it. There's no exclusion. When you say yes to this thing I want, come into my reality, you're activating the vibration of it, you're attracting it, build more magnetic pull in your thoughts, people, situations, circumstances, events come in, manifestation occurs, you're happy. But vice versa, whenever you're saying no, stay away, this thing I don't want, you're still activating the vibration of it because, again, we're in an attraction-based universe. There's no exclusion. So you're saying no, stay away to this thing I don't want. But that right there is you activating the vibration of it. Your vibrational offering is the essence of that thing you don't want. You create more magnetic pull. And a week later, that thing that you didn't want to happen occurs in your life. And now you think you're cursed or something. But no, you called for that. You thought about it. You started believing, feeling that it was going to happen. And it happened. So be very conscious. Be very aware. All day, every day. What am I thinking right now? Is this thought heading in the direction where I would like to go? Or is this thought moving in opposition from where I would like to go? And if you don't know the answer to that, take a look at your emotions. You have an emotional guidance system for a reason. And you knew how to use it ever since you were a kid, but you may have forgot. So if you forgot, I'm going to remind you. You have an emotional guidance system for a reason. If you don't know if this thought's moving in opposition or in the direction of where you want to go, how does it make you feel? Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? Good? Keep thinking it. You're in the direction. You're in the right direction. Bad? Stop thinking it. You're moving in the wrong direction where you don't want to go. So think something that makes you feel better. Most of us grew up in an environment that was hindering our growth. We grew up in an environment where the people who raised us taught us certain beliefs, and they were emitting vibrational frequencies of fear, worry, doubt, anger, irritation, all those negative frequencies, and we were just absorbing all of it as children, not even knowing. And it rubbed off on us, and we grew up and we had those same beliefs as the ones who raised us, as those people in our environment. And because primarily they were downward spiral emotions, that trained us to think so negatively. And because we're trained to think negatively now, it affects everything that you're getting in life. You were trained that way. And because we were trained negatively, most of us forgot about the emotional guidance system we had within us. So we started looking for other people's opinions. We started looking for guidance outside of us from others, from other things, from other people. Like, what should I do? This or this? What looks better? This or this? Should I wear this or this? Asking for other people's opinions, not knowing that we have an emotional guidance system within us. What feels better to you? What feels like the path of least resistance to you? Now, whatever the answer is to that question, there's your answer. But we forgot that. So we're focused on guidance that was outside of us when everything that we need is within. Everything. So don't forget about that. Take advantage of your emotional guidance system. You have it there for a reason. Become emotionally intelligent. Understand what emotions you're feeling at all points in times and why you're feeling them, and be very quick to change the emotion if it's bad. If it's a bad emotion, be very quick to change the emotion by thinking of things that you want. Whenever you give attention to what you want, you get more of it. Whenever you give attention to what you don't want, you get more of it. So what are you giving your attention to? And How do I know if I should be giving my attention to this thing or not? Well, if it feels good, you're moving in the right direction. Keep thinking thoughts like that. Whenever you feel bad, you're moving in opposition of where you want to go, so stop thinking thoughts like that. I wrote a journal today, and it relates to what we're talking about right now, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. And while I'm reading it, listen as if you were the one who wrote it. I said, "Today is the best day to focus and give my undivided attention to desired outcomes and walk, talk, act, think, speak, and feel as if the desired outcome has already occurred. We all know exactly what we don't want and sometimes take it for granted because we do not understand that knowing what you don't want actually helps you more clearly define what you do want. The problem, as so we perceive, is not experiencing unwanted, but rather experiencing unwanted, knowing more clearly how we would have liked the situation to play out, then giving all our attention to the undesired outcome by thinking about it, talking about it to others, replaying the situation over and over and over again in our heads, all while feeling negative emotion." Before I continue, that right there is powerful. I don't even know what made me write that, but I wrote it. I read it after I was done, and it's so true. A lot of us experience something that we don't want, and then what do? We keep thinking about it over and over and over. It's replaying in our head. We're living the situation in our head. We're attracting more of it. Or we're talking about it to others. "I had such a bad day. Let me tell you all about it." And then you just keep rambling on about it, holding that vibrational frequency in a harmonious place with you. And you're attracting more of it without even knowing. I was attracting more of it without even knowing. We all do this, but we have to learn how to catch ourselves. And recently I've been catching myself, and because I'm so conscious aware of what my vibrational offering is, I could also see it in others as well. But we always want to make sure that we understand, even though I'm experiencing this bad situation right now, what is it showing me? What is it teaching me? And you could ask yourself, because experiencing this bad situation, I know more clearly that I would have rather had it play out like this, and this. Because I experienced this thing that I don't want, I know more clearly I would like to experience this thing that I do want. You experience lack of money. Well, now I know more clearly I want more money. So focus on more money. Focus on the money you do have. Focus on the cooperative components. Focus on what is working. A lot of us don't do that. We think about what we didn't want to happen, and we talk about it, think about it over and over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. You're an insane person. Nothing new is going to come into your life by you transmitting the same signal of worry, doubt, fear, anger, frustration, irritation, pessimism, powerlessness, depression. Ain't nothing new gonna come if that's your constant vibrational offering. Remember that your emotions are your point of attraction. So whatever emotion you're feeling right now in this moment in time is what you're emitting vibrationally, therefore receiving more and more and more of everything that lies on that frequency that will give you more of that emotion. So you win the lottery, right? You win the lottery, you hit really big, and you want to ask yourself, what emotion did I feel the moment I hit the lottery? When I hit big, what emotion did I feel? Okay, I feel excited. So let's just say you feel excited whenever that event occurs. That means that before you hit the lottery and felt excited, you must have been emitting a point of attraction of excitement. You must have been feeling excited before that happened. You must have. There's no way that you couldn't, or else you wouldn't have felt that emotion whenever you hit the lottery. You must have been emitting excitement. Your point of attraction was excitement. You were feeling excitement. You were in vibrational harmony with that emotion, and a week later you hit the lottery. You had a manifestation occur that gave you the same exact feeling that you were emitting to begin with. That's how it happens. That's how it works. It just is. So I'm going to continue. What we do not understand is that our negative feeling is our vibrational offering, which means that we are actually inviting more people, circumstances, situations, and events into our reality that will give us more of the negative emotion that we had to begin with. To avoid this from happening again in the future, what we should do instead next time we experience unwanted situation is understand the desire that we gave birth to by saying, because I experienced what I don't want, I know more clearly what I do want. Then focus and indulge in the good feeling emotion that comes along with knowing the preference you just gave birth to is active within your vibration and already is on its way. So that's how I ended that journal. Like I said, when I'm in flow state, I just write with mindset, with my journal, with my music. It just flows, you feel me? It just happens. And it's not even me. I thank God, because sometimes I'm like, I said that? Oh, that's hard, you know? But reading this, that's key. Reading this is key. Knowing this information and repeating it and repeating it and repeating it so that it's second nature to you and it becomes autopilot, you're now creating more things that you want in your life. You're creating more wanted on purpose because you're not giving attention to what you don't want. Whenever you know what you don't want, you just gave birth to a new preference. I know more clearly, da 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 da. Now focus on da 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 da. Stop focusing on what caused you to ask for it. Focus on what you asked for. If you want more money, focus on the money you have. Feel abundant. If you want a new car, you don't want a new car. How will the car make you feel? Okay, the car will make me feel free. Okay, there you go. So you don't want the car, you want to feel free. So now what you need to do in order to receive that car is feel free unconditionally, regardless of the condition, regardless if the car is in your reality or not, regardless of any exterior circumstance in your life. You feel free unconditionally all day, every day. That's what your emotion is. That's what you're transmitting. That's what you're emitting. That's what your point of attraction is. That's what you're receiving more of. A week, a month, a few months later, car comes into your experience. And you said, oh shit, the car's here. I knew that was going to take place. I didn't know how it was going to come about. It just happens. You can't connect the dots looking forward, only back. So you're not surprised whenever the car comes in your experience. You may be surprised the way it came about, but you're not surprised that it's there. Let's do another one. So you want money. How would that money make you feel? Okay, the money will make you feel secure. So now you know more clearly you don't want the money. You want to feel secure. So now feel secure unconditionally, regardless of the outside circumstances taking place. You have money, you feel secure. You have no money, you feel secure. You're rich, you feel secure. You're poor, you feel secure. all day, every day, regardless of what's going on outside of you. And because your point of attraction is security and you're emitting that for a long duration with high intensity, you're going to receive everything that will make you feel more of that emotion, like the money. Let's do another one. You want a relationship. How would that relationship make you feel? Okay, so the relationship would make you feel love. So you don't want the relationship, you want to feel love. That's what you want. Okay, so in order for that relationship to come, you have to feel love unconditionally within. The relationship's here, you feel love within. The relationship's not here, you feel love within. Regardless of the external conditions in your reality, you feel love unconditionally. And now, because you've transmitted that emotion for a long duration with high intensity, everything on that frequency that you want that will make you feel more love is going to come, like the relationship. Let's do another one. Let's just say you want more sales in your business. Well, why do you want those sales in your business? Because I want my business to prosper. So you don't want sales, you want your business to prosper. Well, how would that make you feel? How would your business prospering make you feel? That would make me feel powerful. All right, so you don't want your business to prosper. You want to feel powerful. So now, feel powerful. Take control over your life. Take control over everything. Feel powerful now, regardless of the condition. And you're going to receive everything that will make you feel more of that emotion, like sales in your business, because it'll prosper. It's too easy. It's too easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's done. Now you could have, be, and do whatever you want in your life. You feel me? And people are going to look at you like you're crazy. But once they see the actual manifestation starting to occur in your life and you start to get the things that you want, you start to emanate more happy emotions. You feel different. You look different. You're acting, you're walking, you're talking, you're thinking, you're speaking differently. Then they ain't going to think you crazy at all. They going to be like, damn, what's he doing? Why is everything coming into his life? Why is he so happy? Why is he so abundant? Why is everything that he wants to happen happening? And you say, I got a little secret. It's not really a secret. I mean, you knew the moment you were born, but I'm consciously, deliberately, intentionally creating my reality with the thoughts that I'm thinking. Are you doing that? And they're going to say, what do you mean? And I'm going to say, what do you think about most of the time? And they're going to say, I really don't know. And that's why most people don't know why they have what they have in their life. So that's why you got to lead by the clarity of your example. When you act, walk, talk, think, speak, and feel like the highest version of yourself, that vibration is emanating and people are absorbing it. Everybody around you absorbs it. And you're lifting everybody up with you. Why would you want somebody to be down anyways? If you do, you must not be happy in your life if you don't want to lift someone up. If you don't want to lift somebody up, you're probably unhappy yourself. Which is why we gotta help every single person succeed. Because what you wish for others is what you're really wishing on yourself. Because remember, what you think about anyone else has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. So if you're wishing for the worst on somebody, they don't feel you wishing the worst for them. You feel wishing the worst for them. let me say that a different way. Whenever you're hating on somebody, they don't feel the hate you have for them. You feel the hate you have for them. You feel the hate emotion. You have the point of attraction of hate. You are receiving more people, situations, circumstances, and events that are going to give you more of the emotion of hate. So, do you see what I mean? Whenever you wish the worst for somebody else over there, you're really doing it to yourself, because they don't know what you wish for them. They really don't care, as they should. You got to wish the best on everybody, whether they know it or not. Just wish the best. Because whenever you wish for abundance for somebody else, they don't feel the abundance you wish for them. You feel the abundance you wish for them. Therefore, your point of attraction is abundance. Therefore, you're attracting more people, situations, circumstances, and events in your life that are going to make you feel more abundance. All because you wish the best for somebody else, you see? So that's why it's our job to lead by the clarity of our example every single day, walking, talking, acting, thinking, speaking, feeling like the best version of ourselves. Because what do you think that's going to do? It's going to rub off on your little bro. It's going to rub off on your little sis. It's going to rub off on your family, on your cousins, on your friends. Every single person around you is going to rub off on. And they're going to become better as a result of that. And if they don't, that's not on you. You're doing all you could. But you can't help somebody from an empty cup. So if it is your desire to help somebody, but you're not the best version of yourself, then you have nothing to give this person anyways. It's just like going to a broke person and you feel really bad for them and you're asking, what's wrong? Could you use some money? This, and this. While you're looking at them for who they are, they could never become more. But whenever you look at somebody for who they could be and you treat them just like how you would treat the highest version of themselves, that's when you start emanating that frequency. They receive that and they start to see themselves as the highest version of themselves too. So why not do that? Why not lift everybody up? Because whenever you lift someone else up, you also lift yourself up. Whenever you push somebody else down, you're pushing yourself down. And whenever you understand that in detail, you know how it works internally. We're told in school, treat others the way you would like to be treated. Feel me? Basic. That was overlooked. Went over our heads when we were children. But now, take another look at it. Treat others the way you would like to be treated, because the way you treat someone else and the way that makes you feel is your point of attraction. Therefore, you're creating more of that for yourself. So treat others the way you would like to be treated, because the way you treat others is the way you treat yourself. That's what they should say. Treat others the way you would like to be treated, because how you treat others is the way you treat yourself. That statement is so true. It's the truest thing I've heard all day. Besides this journal that I wrote. But that's the truest shit. Because if you doubt somebody else, you probably doubt yourself. So when you believe in somebody else, you probably believe in yourself. It's so true. Take all this into consideration. Start cleaning up your vibrational offering. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to make sure that I'm growing every single day. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, in every single aspect. Mind, body, soul. Those are the 3 aspects of you. So elevate your mind, elevate your body, elevate your soul, and be the greatest you could ever be. Because whenever you are the greatest, everyone around you will be too. I'll see you at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded.